All right. Tony Martinez from Barrio Junto. Welcome on Two Balls and a Mic, SanDiego.Futbol. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. How are you guys doing?
We are doing excellent. Just trying to, figure out this San Diego weather. We don't pay for this. What's going on? Like, it's just,
Yeah. Here's the joke, though. We do pay for it.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. But Tony, you're part of Barrio Junto, and there's some really cool activations and stuff happening around the community. With you, if you would just want to give our listeners and viewers here just a little bit of a rundown of who and what Barrio Junto is, and just kind of we'll start it with that right there.
Yeah, no, thank you, brother. Dude, I like how you presented Barrio Junto because it made me sound bigger than I really am. But I'm just one. I'm one guy as of right now, But Barrio Junto, really, for me, what it is a community-based lifestyle placemaking brand and creative studio that's focused on increasing access to the sport and culture of football. So, I'm a San Diego native. I grew up playing, in the 90s, back in the day, 90s, 2000s. And then, my background's in graphic design, brand building, have had, stints, here in San Diego with, various creative agencies that I started with my buddy Jordan back in the day, Product, etc., Westside Love. Have been involved with a lot of San Diego community initiatives like 8th and G back in East Village, in the 2015s. Bring Back the Brown was something Jordan and I started, which was a big part of why the Padres wear brown now, which is probably one of the most proudest projects that I've ever been a part of. And it's a true testament to, honestly, San Diegans kind of galvanizing behind something that they, felt strongly about. And it only took us 10 years, but, the Padres look good on the field, man. I'm not going to lie. This last month's been rough, but at least they look good in the brown and gold doing it, So we got playoffs to look forward to on that front. Barrio Junto, last couple of years. So I started working with SanDiego FC a couple of years ago. Honestly, right around the time of the big brand reveal, I approached the club with this concept and this idea of Barrio Junto and building these community and cultural hubs in the forms of parks and pitches throughout San Diego. And my company that I worked at prior to that was Knockaround. And when I was at Knockaround Sunglasses, we sponsored the Loyal. So I knew Ricardo. And so when I heard Ricardo was moving over to SanDiego FC, I kind of pinged him. I was like, hey, man, I got this concept I want to share with you. And, it was Barrio Junto, parks and pitches. And long story short, that was kind of how my conversation started with the club. And, for the next couple of years, I started working with SanDiego FC. Probably back in October 2023 was when we started our conversations. And it's been really cool, man. I've been able to work, a lot of the brand and community initiatives, primarily the Playmakers initiative, where, for us, it's essentially, our way of connecting in an authentic and genuine way with our creative community here, which, I'm very proud of. And, I'm proud to say I've been a part of for the last couple of decades. And it's cool to be able to collaborate, with our folks here in San Diego to create these really cool projects that are released in the form of capsule collections every home match. And we're also building that initiative beyond that in terms of like community murals, other projects, that that allows the club to connect with artists, designers, and creatives here in San Diego. So that's kind of my connection to the club, and Cultura FC, which is, what you invited me on here to talk about, also came by way of, my relationship with SanDiego FC. So I want to say maybe 5 or 6 months ago, working with Seb. I'm sure you guys know Seb. So Alfredo from Pupila, the Costa Rican brand and design studio.
Yeah,
there's this project Cultura FC that Seb had mentioned to me. He was like, "Hey man," he's like, "Alfredo has got this concept. He keeps sharing it with me. He's all, I'd love to share with you to see if it's something, that you're interested in." So truthfully, he sent me the deck that Alfredo prepared, which was essentially Cultura FC. And, it was this concept, this idea of really focusing on what we're calling the design side of football, right? So everything that happens off the pitch in form of art, design, and culture. So, all the things that you see maybe while you're scrolling through, Instagram, the cool brand projects, the cool, collaborations, the things that are happening off the pitch that are really, building the culture around the sport. And for me, this was something that was super important, right? Like, several of the things that I've been passionate about, for the last several decades is one, soccer, right? Soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Art, design. When I went to school, USF, I had basically two paths to choose from: pursue a degree in design, or play as a walk-on, try with USF. Here's actually a little cool fact. I actually went to USF with Coach Mikey Varas.
Oh, okay.
And he played on the team, obviously, and my roommate, who was in my wedding, one of my best friends, played on the team with Mikey. And so we used to walk to one class together. This was many years ago, but small world, right? Now he's our coach. So and then San Diego. So San Diego, right? So football, art and design, San Diego. For me, Cultura FC presented this opportunity to basically bring all these things together that, I think is super important to the game. It's super important to our city. It's super important to the culture of the sport. And so that's how Cultura FC came to be. I reached out to Alfredo. I was like, "Hey, Seb shared, your deck with me. Basically, let's do this." And so what we're looking to do is bring international creatives from all over the world, right? We have folks from, I don't want to forget anybody. Honestly, I'm also tired because Cultura FC is taking a lot out of me this first go around. But we have Over the Pitch, which is a South Korea brand, coming to speak at this event. We have Sean Francis from Copa 90 as one of our speakers. Andrea Lepore from Oakland Roots, up in Northern California, is doing really cool things there. Latteris from Thailand, Diego Guevara. He's, Nike Senior Global Creative Director, coming to our city. A local, Claudia Rodriguez, Soloca.
Soloca, yeah.
She's going to be speaking. She's amazing, man. She's been part of our Playmakers program. She just did a release with San Diego Wave. She's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. Vasava from Barcelona, Spain. They're a creative agency. You see some of the work and you'll be like, dude, I see this on TV, in Instagram every single day. Sonia Kondratenko from Greece. I Love Dust from England. And then our international guest artist, Jean Zhao from Chile, Santiago Carrasquilla, and then a local, Dave Persway. He's our San Diego, our native, holding down for the artists. So we're bringing all these international speakers here to San Diego to essentially partake in a 3-day festivity of events that celebrates art, design, culture around the sport of football. So
love it. So how can people go ahead and hit up Cultura FC and everything that you guys have going on this weekend?
Yeah, so this is a big thing, right? So it's a 3-day event. It starts on this Thursday, the 25th. And we're calling that the welcome party. Thursday and Saturday are free events. They're free, open to the public. Show up, have fun, celebrate with us. So day one at the Soap Factory in Logan Heights. It's a big old welcome party. We're going to have art installations, lowriders, photography exhibition. We're having a Panda Cage soccer tournament. There'll be live screen printing. We're building a bodega with our sponsor, and good friend, RDV Tequila, pop-up barbershops. It's just going to be one big party. And truthfully, for me as a San Diego native, like it's an opportunity to bring all these international guests to our city and just show them how we do it and how we have fun. So that's Thursday. Friday, the 26th is, the main event. That's the conference. That is a ticketed event. You can go to culturafc.com to purchase a ticket. We have a few left. So if you're interested in listening to the lineup of speakers that I just ran through, talk about their inspiration, their design, their art, their contribution to soccer culture and where they see soccer, culture going in the future, then the Friday event is for you. That'll be Friday again at the Soap Factory from 4 p.m. to midnight. So it'll basically go from all the speakers to a big old party afterwards. And then Saturday, the third day, this should be fun, man. We're doing a football cafe takeover on Imperial Avenue at Colab. So I don't know if you know where Otterstop Barbershop is and Shepherd's Coffee. We're taking that over. We're doing exhibitions, installations, and in the back hangar, we're actually we created a 3v3 pop-up pitch with the good friends Paul from Bridge Barcata and Tony from Chicano Futsal. So
shout out.
They're helping us to kind of put that together, but it'll be fun, man. And that one is also free and open to the public.
Heck yeah. Yeah. Along with that ISFA World Cup 3v3 rules. Interesting. We did commentary for that for the qualifiers here in not just locally, just nationals, the nationals in Los Angeles. So cool to see that still happening here in town. But look, cool stuff.
He told me real quick. I heard from Paul today that maybe, I don't know, this is maybe you might be emceeing our Panda Cage tournament on Thursday.
Yeah. On Thursday, yeah, no, I'll head down over there, so we'll make it happen. Abe, you're invited. But yeah, no, we'll take a set up there and we'll make it happen for you guys.
Sweet, thank you guys. So
no, 100%. So that's gonna be on Thursday. Again, it's a event that's happening this weekend. So really cool stuff. I see Esteban, one of the creators. Shout out all the crew here locally making it happen. But yeah, no, it's awesome that you're not just going international, but making sure that the people here are also represented, because that's the one thing that look, I'm all for representation locally, and if this can even become a thing where it's all locals, like there's enough of locals that you can have a conference, that'd be dope too. Moving forward.
And here's the thing, I know I got a limited window, but I have so much that I could talk about with this thing, and I'll say this really quickly. One of the biggest things for me was growing up, like I said, in the 90s and playing, every time the international clubs would do their summer tours, right? The closest games we would get is up in LA, right? When they would do their games, they would do all these cool pop-ups, exhibitions, these art gallery and shop, like streetwear shop takeovers. And I remember, me and my brothers having to drive north 2 hours to go experience these things. And, for me, it was always one of those, I don't want to call it a chip on my shoulder, but it was like, it's something I want to do. I want to at least make my contribution to try to do things that like create those moments here to where we don't have to drive 2 hours north to experience something. In fact, it would be rad to be able to create something like Cultura FC, where we're bringing folks from all over the world here in San Diego. And, if folks from LA want to take a 2 hour drive down south to kind of vibe it out and feel it, that's cool too, so.
Yeah, why not? I see these, San Diego FC is growing. Like, obviously they have to call in some favors, and they're like, hey, Oceanside, San Diego, Orange County, San Diego, let's call some influencers there. Like, let's build the culture here locally, as you're saying, Tony. But no, it's awesome stuff happening here locally. Cultura FC. Get the tickets for this event. Friday is a ticketed event. Awesome events starting Thursday at the Soap Factory, and then moving on, get all information on what's the best way, on Instagram or the website itself.
Cool. Either way, culturafc.com or at culturafc25 on Instagram. And again, Thursday, Saturday, free and open to the public. The more the merrier. You know, we would love to, you know, invite everyone and all. And then that Friday event, you know, that is the ticketed portion. And if you're into talks about art, design, and culture, you know, then that, you know, we would invite you to visit our website and buy a ticket for that one. But Thursday and Saturday, if you just want to celebrate and have fun and meet everybody and, you know, experience San Diego football culture, please come out to the Soap Factory on Thursday from 6 to 10 p.m. and then on Saturday at Imperial Collab from 11 to 2.
Perfect. Love it, man. Thank you once again for taking time and coming and joining. Hopefully we can get a lot of people out there and get some fun content and, you know, make sure that people are aware of these things. You always see in the comments here. Thank you, says Felipe. Barrio Junto, Cultura FC, wishing Greg success. We'll make it happen. Take a stop, take a plane, take a train, take a car. Thank you, Tony, for your time. But yeah, check it out. And we'll see you there this Thursday.
Fellas, thank you for your time, and shout out to my partners on Cultura FC, Pupila from Costa Rica and Equipo FC from Valencia, Spain. So thank you guys for inviting me, and excited to see you, hopefully.
Yeah, appreciate it. Have a good night.
Likewise.
Thank you.